I guess like three pieces of advice that like I learned maybe the hard way. I think the first one is the point of a business is find your ICP, your ideal customer profile, define it.
Yeah.
That should be no longer than 100 companies long. Figure out how to create value for the ICP and deliver value to ICP, and then ignore everybody else. So when you're a startup founder, you're desperate, you talk to everybody, take all the deals you can. You sort of say, no, I'm going to focus on this specific market. Second piece of advice is segment the market, right? Segment the market into, for us, commercial, residential, etc. Segmented by persona, etc. Like, be very, very specific. Segment, break it down by size of company, by type of industry, whatever it is that you're working on. Break it down and then figure out where it is. Where's the lowest hanging fruit that you can target, right? And I guess the third thing is, think about pipeline. So especially if you're an engineer, you've got to think about how to generate leads, how those leads get qualified into marketing qualified leads, sales qualified lead, how those become opportunities, how those basically then become paying clients, and then how do you service those clients? Those are stages in a life cycle, and you need to know like what are the entry criteria and exit criteria for each of those stages, what are the documents you need, and etc. If you
Hmm.
do those things, right, which is a business is figure out your ICP, create value for the ICP, expand to other ICPs with an ICP. That's step one. The second thing is segment the market, really segment it, and be very, very focused on what you think you're good at. And then the third is build a pipeline. So stages in your customer life cycle, and be clear about how you're generating leads, how the customer is moving through those stages.
On point one, the ICP, I run into this a lot. I would love to get your advice if you were coaching somebody and they said, yeah, I hear you, but I want to conquer the world and I want to sell to everybody on earth eventually. So I don't want to narrow my ICP. What would be your advice to that person?
You're making a big mistake. It turns out that a business is a relatively complex thing, and so if you're like whatever your business is, at some point you have a marketing department, at some point you've got salespeople, at some point you have a product department, an engineering department, and a customer service department. Those are kind of the piece of the puzzle. And so what will happen to you is the following: you'll have your services departments building services for small clients that are rapid, turnover. So they're like, oh, 2 weeks, that's it. Your sales is selling to clients that are, oh, hey, I need like a 9 month commitment, right? And your product is building for somebody that's in the middle, or and there's a misalignment across these various pieces of the puzzle.
Hmm.
And the issue is that the puzzle becomes so large that no matter how smart you are, it's not like you're going to crunch everything. Like people are putting in 40, 60, 80 hours a week, and there's 20 or 30 or 40 of them. You can't process, someone's 40-hour week in a 5 minute conversation. And so unless they're all rowing towards the same direction, they're going to start rowing in different directions, and you're going to have some serious trouble. The question you got to ask yourself is how many times are you saying no? Yeah, it sounds like a great opportunity, but they're in the wrong location. Look, I get it. I get that they're super excited about our technology, but we've done this before. We've worked with clients that fit this profile, and we haven't succeeded. And here's why. Like, we have succeeded with these clients. Brilliant. Focus on them, build a business of them. And once you start getting that flywheel churning, product market fit,
Hmm.
now you can start expand to someone else, right?
And then the last question, the revenue process. What would you say to many of these folks are, as you know, are very technical founders and they don't really have any background or grounding in kind of just general go to market?
Buy predictable revenue from Aaron Ross. I now advise companies, and every engineer will like tell you all about the product, right? And immediately, as an investor, you're thinking you've got to start thinking about the market. Give it your founder, give it your head engineer, give it to somebody else, and then just go start thinking about market and go to the business school and go read these books, right? And frameworks and that kind of stuff. Yeah.